All right, let's talk about something big that's on the horizon. A massive wave of new banking laws is set to roll out in 2026. And this isn't just some boring policy stuff. It's the biggest financial shift we've seen in a decade, and it's going to directly affect your wallet.
So, the big question is your bank account actually ready for what's coming? This isn't some distant debate for politicians to worry about. We're talking about the nuts and bolts here. How you'll apply for loans, the fees you get hit with, and who really controls your financial information.
I know. The rules of money are about to change sounds super dramatic, right? But honestly, it's not that far from the truth. The fundamental way you interact with your bank is about to be rewritten. So let's break it down and get you prepared.
Okay, so first up, banking's big shakeup. We need to get a handle on the 10,000-foot view. What exactly is this massive shift, and why is it happening right now?
The year to circle on your calendar is 2026. That's when all these new federal banking laws officially go live. And look, I get it, 2026 might sound like it's ages away, but trust me, banks are already scrambling to prepare. So for you, just understanding what's coming is the smartest thing you can do right now.
Okay, so what's actually in these new laws? Let's be real, this stuff can be super dense and full of legal jargon, but we're going to slice right through all of that. We'll get to the core of it, and it really all revolves around one single big new idea.
And here it is, the digital financial identity. The best way to think about this is like a universal passport, but for your money. Seriously, it's not just another username and password. This is a super secure, encrypted profile that you own and you authorize. So you know that feeling of endlessly filling out the same forms over and over for every new account or loan? Yeah, the idea is to get rid of that. You'd have one single, secure identity that you can take anywhere. It's a total game changer.
So why are they doing all this? Well, the goals are actually pretty easy to get behind. First, more transparency. They want to kill those mysterious service charges so you know exactly what you're paying for. Next, better data protection, putting you, not the bank, in the driver's seat. They're also trying to speed up payments. Imagine your paycheck clearing instantly. And finally, standardizing all this data just makes the entire system work smoother for everyone.
Okay, so that's the what. Now for the part you really care about, the so what. How does any of this actually change things for you in your day-to-day life?
Just look at loan approvals. This comparison tells the whole story. Right now, getting a loan can be such a drag, right? It's slow, you're drowning in paperwork, but after 2026, with this new digital financial identity, the whole process is supposed to be way more streamlined. We're talking about a world where you could apply for a mortgage or a car loan and potentially get an answer in hours, instead of dragging it out for days or even weeks. That's the promise anyway.
All right, let's switch gears to something I think we've all felt the sting of at some point. Overdraft fees. Ugh. For years, these things have been a huge pain, just popping up and costing people a ton of money. Well, get ready, because that's about to change, and I mean in a big way.
And this chart really puts it into perspective. The national average people pay in overdraft fees right now is around $150 a year. With these new national limits, the projection is that it could drop all the way down to about $50. Think about it. That's $100 back in your pocket every year. That's not nothing.
Okay. I know this is a lot of information, and change like this can feel, well, a little overwhelming, but it doesn't have to be. So let's talk about what you can actually do to get ahead of the curve and make sure you're ready for all this. Let's lay out some simple steps.
It really comes down to 3 key things. Number 1, watch your mail and your email. Your bank is going to have to send you new fee disclosures that are way clearer. Seriously, don't just throw them out. Read them. Number 2, when your bank rolls out the digital financial identity, just set it up. It'll probably take 10 minutes, and it's going to be the key to this whole new system. And finally, number 3, use this as a chance to shop around. Once these changes kick in, it's the perfect moment to look at your accounts and ask, hey, is my bank still the best deal for me?
All right, as we start to wrap this up, let's just pull back for a second and look at the big picture. What's the real idea, the philosophy behind all of this?
I think this quote really nails it. For so long, banks and other financial companies have basically owned your data. The whole point of these laws is to try and flip that script, to shift the power back to you, so you have more say and more control over your own financial information.
But that's the million-dollar question, isn't it? The goal is to put you back in the driver's seat, but will it really work out that way? Is this truly going to make our financial lives simpler, or are we just trading one set of problems for another, with new digital hurdles to jump through?
I guess that's the real test, and it's something we'll all be watching very closely as we head towards 2026.